For years, this was the house that we rented, a 330 square metre home, all while paying off someone else's mortgage. Eventually, we got the chance to buy the house for ourselves, and we moved it to a large town section and truly began to make it our own. Over the next 10 years, we poured everything we had into it. We renovated, we built gardens, we fixed a ton of unforeseen problems, and slowly turned the house into a home we were proud of. Blood, sweat and tears were included. But during that time, we slowly started realizing we wanted something different. Town life felt busy, expensive, and never-ending. The more we learned how to build, grow in the gardens, and do things for ourselves, the more we wanted space, freedom, and maybe a simpler lifestyle. So we made a huge decision. We sold it all. We left behind the life we'd spent years building and bought a property far out in the hills with the dream of creating our own self-sufficient homestead. A fresh start, a new challenge, and the beginning of a completely different way of life. This channel will entail that journey. I hope you'll join us on this trip. With the new property, there is power, thankfully. However, power cuts are very common, and we're hoping to get solar panels in the coming years to replace the existing grid power. Cell service is a no-go. You're lucky at times to get 1 bar, and even then you couldn't use data even if you tried. We're working on rainwater tanks, and we're about 1,000 feet above sea level, which gives us a very unique microclimate. Three days into the new house, we'd installed temporary chicken enclosures, just something to keep them safe while we sorted out the proper chicken coop eventually, which would go about here on the highlighted area. And this was it. 1.1 hectare of overgrown, weedy, covered land. We had so much work ahead of us. I don't think at the time we even comprehended the amount we'd just signed up for. But we had blackberries overgrown all throughout the land and a ton of weedy trees and other obstacles that we'd have to overcome at some point. We'll get into that shortly though. Now, downgrading from 330 square meters of house all the way to a 110 square meter cottage wasn't on my bingo card, but the land was far too good to pass up, which is why we went ahead and did it anyway. Now, a lot of the footage that we've gathered for this first video is time-lapse. Occasionally I might talk in between, but I'm going to try and find some chill music and let you just watch the process take place. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here weed whacking, right? Well, not sitting, but standing. And I decided to do under this beautiful plum tree that I'm sitting under. Sort of pruned to look like an umbrella from what I can see before it was left to go to overgrown mess. And I've shot up to what I thought was a big clump of like weeds where she'd been storing it. And there's actually a fence here, which is absolutely incredible. A fence. Good morning everyone. So you might be wondering what we're doing. This is a old logging section that has now been made available for our small community to come along and take firewood from. So you see there's a decent little section of wood there, and obviously from the footage you've just seen, just gone through and chopped up about 9 or 10 of these logs into rings. So we've got a little start to the firewood we're going to need for the cold winter here. This is a pretty significant little pile of wood. Apparently it's been there for a few years, so that's what's left after a few years, which is kind of wild. A little bit more over here, quite a bit over here actually. Those are a bit too big for my chainsaw. I've only got a little baby chainsaw. I'm new to this farming crap. More over here, and then if you take a look at this is all the leftover, I think they call it slag, just mountains of slag that was obviously once on these hills that they've made an attempt to clean up and pull down a bit. I was just on top of here getting some rings to make some steps off the deck at home, and there's quite a few big hares in there as well. They seem to have made their nests in there, which is kind of cool. It's, you know, it's always good for the kids to see rabbits and all that crap. But as you can see, they've completely harvested this, and then I think in, I don't know how long it is, it might be like 15 to 20 years, maybe less. I have to look into it. All of this will be fully grown pines again, and they'll come through and do the same process. And yeah, but as you can see, like, even once that pile over where I just was is gone, there is a ton of really good quality firewood that'll keep our house going through winter. I'm told winter up here is, you know, pretty cold for the part of New Zealand that I live in. So 1,000 feet above sea level will do that to you. But yeah, so we're going to take a bit more. We'll try and fill the wood shed. Alright, good morning. So today I'm going to have a crack at trying to clear out an absolute ton of I think it's blackberries, wild blackberries, or maybe not wild, but either way they're left to go to ruins. So we've cleared this path all the way down here. Did it the other day, didn't manage to get any footage, and yeah, I figure if I clear this, you'll be able to see all the way from the driveway down to this adjoining fence that runs in our little gully here. This is a waterway in rainy season. So I might try and, yeah, clear up this hill. I don't know, we'll go for, say, this side of the plum tree up to the fence and all the way over to this end right here. See if we can clear it out, see if we can get it back down to some sort of resemblance of a smooth surface. So once again, roll on the time lapse of weed whacking. Yay! Alright, well, I didn't quite get as much done as I wanted in that time, but we've pretty much got about 2.5 meters from the fence for the driveway. So I'm hoping in about another half an hour of clearing out this stuff, we will be able to do a nice little money shot of that whole piece coming down and the fence coming into view, which would be really cool. It is sweltering here, man. It is like, I don't know, I'd say about 30. We're about 1,000 feet above sea level, and the humidity is just insane. I am sweating out everything I drink as soon as I take it in. On the bright side, don't have to go in for lunch. Just grab a couple plums off the tree here. There's no shortage of them. Oh man, nothing beats fruit off the tree, man. You cannot convince me anything tastes better than fruit straight off the tree. Anyway, we'll do a bit more time lapsing and hopefully get that money shot. Now we got another plum tree. Alrighty, the first battery on the GoPro is about to go flat, and this thing is hot, man. It's burning my fingers. We got to the fence. We did it. Another good 50 square meters opened up for now. We'll give it a bit of a tidy up afterwards. Alright, 2% battery. I think I'm going to call it for the day. I'm pretty knackered. Man, we did a good chunk. I reckon tomorrow I'll get through the rest of this and meet up with that side that we initially did on the first couple of days that we're in here. So I'm pretty happy with the day's work. Yeah, probably catch you tomorrow, yes. Alrighty. I got a bit carried away and forgot to set up the GoPro for this little bit I just did, but must have taken about an hour and a half, and it's still nowhere near done. But you know where we started yesterday? So we just got this little bit here, and the big pile of branches under that tree. Debating whether or not to keep that little tree thing there or not. May end up getting rid of it. Put a lemon tree or something there instead. Because believe it or not, on this whole property, one of the things that's missing is citrus. We don't have any citrus fruits. No oranges, no lemons, no mandarins, no grapefruit. They're just missing. So I think it might be a good idea to maybe put a few through here. Maybe one of each would be nice. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this. Try and whack out this section here. And that little piece by the tree. And maybe the tree if my wife allows me to rip out the chainsaw and tear it down. We'll see what the boss says. Alright, I'm about to call it a day. I think it's about 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. Clouds finally come out, and that was nice, a bit too late, but never mind. So we've managed to get what we wanted to get done, so that's a plus. I haven't managed to fully tidy it up yet. I'm absolutely cooked. I am drenched, absolutely saturated. It is so humid at the moment. But let's have a look at what we got done. Good morning, everyone. So we're back down at that driveway section. We've been earlier in the video, or maybe last video, where we walked down there through here, and we did this whole bank that was covered in berries. So today's job is trying to weed whack through this bottom piece and then make a path up the hill about to where that monkey tree is. That's my goal for today, but we'll see how far we get. Jump into some time lapse and see how much progress we make. Alright, so we've done this sick little path. One of my boys out there, one of my boys having a bit of a weed whack now. But we're going to try and carve a path up this hill. Now it does look like there is already a path over here. And that's fine, we'll probably open that up too. But for the most part, I just want to clear a wide track up this hill. That way we've got some idea of what we're dealing with. Once again, there's a whole heap of thorns up here. Blackberries, some raspberries. They're not all going to survive, sadly, but we'll carve a path and see where we get to. Let's get into some time lapsing. We'll be back. There we go, we're back in business. My lovely daughter got me the extra battery, fully charged, good to go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, we'll get back into this frickin' heck of a hill. We're up to the to all the thorns now. So I'll probably chuck on that metal blade. And we'll try and drill through some of these roots. Pain and torture ensues. It's going to be worth it though.
Monkey puzzle tree. The Araucaria araucana is an ancient, slow-growing evergreen conifer native to Chile and Argentina, where it is known as a Tehuin? Don't know how to say that, my bad. It is also called the Chilean pine, monkey tail tree, or living fossil due to its prehistoric origins. It is also the national tree of Chile. Fun fact for the day.
Good morning, ladies. A bit of an easier day today. We went kind of crazy yesterday. I'm feeling the full effects of 8 hours of weed whacking on a 45-degree incline the whole day. But you know what they say, you stop moving, what's the point? So we're back at it. I might just give you a view of what we've achieved so far through this little hill excursion. All right, let's have a look. So you see our driveway. You can see this path that we carved out. We carved out this path, oh, what was it, like a week ago? It's bloody beautiful out here, man. It really is. Up through this little pathway. Oh, a couple of branches need to go still. We got this beautiful hillside that we cleared off. I remember yesterday we cleared out this tree and started clearing down the hill all the way into here. Made some good leeway. Made some really good progress. Oh, this hill climb is killer, let me tell you. And if you remember, we also went all the way up there, that bloomin' monkey tree up the top. So today I'm thinking that maybe I just do a bit of an easier day. If we clear out a little path through here, clear out a bit more of this valley. I'd like to see what's in here. So far I've been finding fences laid on the ground everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a weed whack through here. Maybe clear up a bit more of this bank, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So jump into some more time lapsing. More time lapse of more weed whacking. We should just rename this channel the Weed Whacking Guru at this point. Like, holy. Anyway, let's go on with it.
we're doing, guys. Very humid day today, and as you can see behind us, that big hill that we tackled out, not yesterday, day before. It's looking pretty good. Still a fair bit that needs to be done in there though. I'm thinking about climbing the hill, having a crack at clearing a bit more of that out. It's been absolutely torrential here for the last 36 hours or so. On a bright side, we have found that this gully you can see where the water's draining out of it, and you can somewhat see a bit of a path of where that water wants to flow. And then of course, when that water eventually does flow, because we're going to dig a little bit of a culvert for it, it's going to come through here between the flax bushes or reeves, I don't know what you call them, and what looks like the rest of the path into the ditch, which of course goes under the gravel road here and onto the other side. So it's going to be a job I have to do at some stage. Now, I don't have access to diggers or all that sort of fancy stuff, so we're a bit old-fashioned here. My digger's actually called a spade. It's not as luxurious, but it'll do the same job. A little bit more labor, but it'll be rewarding once it's done. I'm having one of those days where I want to do so much. I really do. But I'm just struggling to take that first step to actually getting going. I think we all have those days from time to time. But, man, taking on this project, we knew it was big, but wow, it is so big. We want to get this cleared out before winter comes, because otherwise winter is going to kick us in the arse and all the work that we've done will just be lost. So we'll keep at it, keep going. We've still got, I don't know, probably 8 weeks, 12 weeks before winter kicks in. So we'll do what we can do and see if we can't get another big portion of this property cleared out. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to borrow a few sheep from the neighbour to clear out the nice hillside that isn't overgrown in thorns and random weeds. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to try and motivate myself, as we all know, you've got to take that first step. Do something small today that makes tomorrow better. I'm going to do a lot of small things today that make tomorrow better, so we'll get into it in just a moment. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the episode. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to throw the video a like and perhaps subscribe if you've enjoyed what you're seeing. I've got something like 80 hours worth of footage to rifle through for the next episode, so I'll get onto that in the near future, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. Do something small today that makes tomorrow a tiny bit better. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.